Hello everybody and welcome back to another daily episode. My name is Akash and today we're going to be taking a look at Dogecoin. Yes, you heard it right. It's not Bitcoin or Ethereum, but Dogecoin. Right? And the reason is going to become apparent to you guys pretty soon. But before we actually get into it, please make sure to give me a follow on Twitter at Mangeko with the zero at the end. Click this link in my bio. It will take you to my YouTube channel where I post update every single day. So, if you hear a train sound, ignore it. Dogecoin, right? I'm on a weekly time frame. I have the momentum reversal indicator turned on. This indicator is basically pretty similar to TD sequential indicator, where it counts the candlesticks and provides you buy signals or sell signals. This indicator hasn't printed a lot of signals on a weekly time frame, but the signals that it has printed have been pretty accurate. So let me just quickly give you an outlook, right? So let's start with this one, the first one, right? There was a buy signal here on 23rd September 2019. The green up arrow and the one signal is basically a buy signal. And if you see a down arrow with red one, it means that it's a sell signal. So basically, say you get a signal, right? You don't act on it. You wait for the weekly candlestick to close and then you open a position based on the signal. Say you opened a long position here on for this particular signal here, and you would have made 35% profits if you like. This is completely hypothetical. Now you cannot obviously time the tops, or you cannot exit the trade pretty well, but with a little bit of knowledge from with a little bit of technical analysis, price action, and the stuff that you know about trading, this indicator will help you pretty good, right? So I'm not saying this is a standalone indicator. Just you see a buy signal, you're long. Nope. You have to have knowledge about price action, different indicators to kind of assess if this is where you should book profits, right? So this particular signal netted you a maximum return of 35%. Let's take a look at this particular candlestick. The buy signal here could have netted you 122% returns, but if you did close it at the candlestick here, you would have gotten a 46% return. For this particular sell signal here, I wait for the candlestick to close so that the signal is confirmed, and then I open a short position on the next candlestick. You could have gotten 12% returns, right? Or you could have just gotten stopped out, right? So this signal was in a way accurate, right? So technically what this indicator, like the creator of this indicator, says is that once you get this signal, there's either going to be a 1 to 4 candlesticks that will follow the signal. Say you get a sell signal, that means you get 1 to 4 red candles, right? Since it's a sell signal, you get 1 to 4 down candles. If it's a buy signal, you get 1 to 4 green candles or up candles, right? Similarly, you have another buy signal here. You wait for the candlestick to close, you open it on the new thing, and then even if you waited for the next sell signal, the maximum returns would have been 429%, and if you close at the candlestick close, you would have netted 270% returns. So basically that's exactly what's happened so far. The total cycle top was also pretty immaculately timed by this indicator, right? This buy signal also netted, if you would have long this, you could have gotten 77% upswing. So now after roughly 46 bars or like 46 weeks, this is the first time Dogecoin, the MRI indicator, has printed a buy signal on the Dogecoin, right? So obviously I'm not going to ignore this. I'm gonna pay very close attention to what's happening with Dogecoin on a lower time frame and try to time my entries, and hopefully we can get a good upswing, right? So let's get into a lower time frame and see what's happening, right? On the 1 hour time frame, the Dogecoin, or like most of the cryptocurrencies, seem to have bottomed over the last 24 hours, and some of them have rallied quite a bit, some of them haven't, some of them are consolidating, right? So for example, if you take a look at Sol, right, it has rallied 34%, I think, right? Just from this particular leg up, it is rallied 33%, right? And yeah, so a lot of altcoins have rallied. Obviously, since I'm in the eastern side of the hemisphere, I kind of missed this, right? Because Indian Standard Time, I'm gonna be sleeping when the U.S. market is open. So kind of missed all of these longs on a lot of juicy altcoins, right? So what I'm going to be doing right now is I'm going to be waiting for the price to retrace into good support levels, and I'm going to be longing, right? And if you do follow me, I posted about this 2 hours ago, where I said I'm looking for setups around the London or the US Open, and we'll post setups pretty soon. Right now, this video is in response to what I posted. So let's get back to Doge and what's happening with Doge on a 1 hour time frame. On a 1 hour time frame, Dogecoin price has still, like, again, we are seeing this sell signal here, and since then the price has dropped 3%, right? It's not a lot, but what I'm expecting from Doge is that the price either comes down to this level here, which is 0.0553. Now this would fill the fair value gap that is formed here, right? But since Dogecoin has kind of formed a higher low, technically it's a higher low, but if you look at, I'm going to consider this as equal lows. There are two possible entry points for this trade that I'm talking about, right? The first one would be around 0.0553. The second one would be around the sweep of the equal lows at 0.0503, right? If you open a long position around here, regardless of where you open, either here or at this level here, right? I think the stop loss for both these setups are pretty much identical. It would be just below the support level that you see here at 0.0486. Now, where did the support level come from? It is basically the candlestick closes of these two weekly candlestick that was formed between 22nd Feb and 1st of March. Now, you could probably do something like this and then use this to kind of provide cushion for your stop losses. So you place it just below this level here. I think this sounds pretty good. 0.473, 0.4732, right? And what this would look like from a higher time frame, like, or the take profit levels that I'm kind of looking at, like if you go on a one week time frame, right? I don't see any resistance levels, at least all the way up to 0.109, and clearly there is an FEG that is formed here on a weekly time frame. So technically speaking, the price should go all the way up to 0.109 and 0.109, and that is my take profit level. But since, you know, like, my take on swing positions right now, or trades that will take you a couple of days to reach your targets, are extremely risky, right? Considering the volatility that's in the market, right? The price could, like, easily swing 10-20% in either directions. So that said, like, if you look at it, our stop losses are around, what's the stop loss worth? 5% here and 15% up here, right? So even if we get like a 15% volatility where the price kind of dips lower, right, you would kind of get stopped out. So technically, I don't want this position to be open for a very long amount of time. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to actively kind of manage this trade if I do get, if I do get fills around my entry levels here. So that said, on a 1 day time frame, you can see there was quite a bit of consolidation here between 0.07 and 0.09. So if you guys wish, and if you, I'm not saying you should follow me along with this trade, but if you do follow, I think this would be a pretty good and a conservative target at which is 0.0779. So regardless, right, if you do book profits around here, that would mean you are looking at a 40% upswing. But if you book profits around 0.109, you are looking at 118% upswing if you get your entry around the equal lows. But if you get an entry around 0.0553, that would mean a 98% upswing. So basically, even if you just invest in spot, which is less risky as compared to futures trading, you could potentially double your investment if this trade idea pans out, and if this buy signal on a weekly time frame that you're seeing here pans out, right? So basically, that is my take on Dogecoin. The invalidation thesis for this would basically mean for Dogecoin to produce a weekly candlestick close that closes below 0.4, what's this level, 0.048. So yep, that pretty much concludes my take on Dogecoin, right? from a technical side of things. But there's another important update that could potentially trigger this move, right? So you have Dogecoin, the Dogecoin developers launching the testnet for Dogecoin on the Polygon blockchain, which will basically be EVM compatible. Now, this could open up avenues for dApps, DeFi, and kind of pretty similar to what Shiba Inu's done, but Shiba Inu's way ahead of Doge. But perhaps, right, this testnet and eventual launch into the mainnet could add value to Dogecoin from a fundamental perspective. Although I doubt it would, because Dogecoin is just a meme and it was launched as a meme coin. So it pivoting into some serious financial stuff hardly makes sense. It is basically irony. So yeah, either way, right? I think I will take any kind of good news for Doge that comes, unless after I get my entry, basically. So, yep, if you enjoy this analysis, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you have any doubts regarding this video or any other stuff that I post on Twitter, make sure to just comment on any of my posts. I will get back to you as quickly as possible. Have a great day. Stay safe. Peace.